My name is Damour, and I am streaming the YGG SPL Weekend Challenge, the Silver League for our EU and Asian viewers. Welcome, everybody. And the tournament has officially started. We have, let's have a look. We have 75 players that checked in. Okay, nice. Let's have a look at our participants. SP Jin, Dip Ta, The Joker, Mind Blast, DS Stampede, Igoret, JDR, Xylan, Splinter Tonks, Talana Poka, Max Maka from the YGG squad. So far, the first YGG one I see. Surging Bulls, H. Cole, Bootops. Bootops, welcome. Elephantium in the house. The Dragons represent. Sakurabu, Luis 04. Neophyte, Never Melt Ice from YGG, Areu, Nikampante, Loser, and Koniqua are in our qualifier round. Good luck to those participants. May the best men win. Yeah, so guys, what's up? What are you doing? How is your weekend going so far? Hi, Tarab. Nice to see you in the audience again. Are you in the tournament, Tarab? Are you under a pseudonym that I don't know? Hey, Max Maka, I see you there, sir. I see you there. Are you going to get a prize this time around, Max Maka? Are you going to go for one of those pole positions? Top 10? As in Tarab. Okay. Hi, Damur. Hi, Super Cow. Are you in the tournament? I hope so, says Max Maka. So let's see if I can spot Tarab, because I didn't spot Tarab, but he maybe have a buy. Have you got a buy, Tarab? And Super Cow says, of course. Have you also got a buy, Super Cow? Tarab says he got a buy, and Super Cow says I got a buy too. Sometimes you get lucky, right? Sometimes you draw the ticket that gets you the buy, and that means you sit out on the qualifier round and you only step in on round one. Right? So you get a bypass on the qualifier round, which is great, you know. But sometimes it can also count in your disfavor, right? And the reason for that is you have less wins than other people because you didn't participate in the qualifier round. So that exactly, as Wizaria says, you know, is it really a good thing to be in a buy? It may not be, because you get less wins, right? So you've got to work harder to get to the top if you get a buy. But it does certainly not count you out. It does by no means count you out if you get a buy. If you lose in the qualifier, you are out, sir. Then you lose. This is a winner takes all situation, and every round it is a winner takes all. So only the winners of the matchups go through to the next round. It is a very, very highly competitive tournament. Credit says, oh, I've got to buy too. All right. Well, welcome, Credit 64. It's nice to see you here. Guys who are participating, please let me know if a silver league is too much for renting, because I want as many people to participate as possible. If you would like me to go down to a bronze league tournament, I can do so. Or if you would like me to stay on the silver tournament, I can do that as well. our sister tournament, which takes place tomorrow at different times. It's about 9 a.m., 10 a.m. in the morning here for Asian viewers, where in America it is 10 a.m. at night. So, depending on where you are in the world, our sister tournament, the Bronze Weekend Challenge, which is usually joined by a whole host of people. Sometimes I'm joined by somebody. Sometimes it's just me soloing it here on the Saturday, because it's Saturday here for me now. I know it may be different times for you depending on where you are in the world. Max Maka says, "Oops, today is not my day. What a shame." Ooh, okay. That's not good. That's not good. Sometimes these things happen. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. Okay, we got one matchup. Let's see. Let's have a look. Loser's gone with Obsidian, and we've got Kaniqua with the Sloan lineup. Interesting. So let's see who wins, Magic or the +1 ranged with the swiftness buff from the supply runner. Nice. Earthquake kicking in for everyone, of course, that is not flying. That doing a lot of work. I think perhaps enough to give the win to the loser. Ooh, okay. I hope I'm saying your name right, because it doesn't really sound pleasant. But if that's what the name you've chosen, then what am I to do? I can only but use it. All right, so this is round 1 already. I skipped past the qualifier. So qualifier, here we go. Max Maka. So water versus the Magic from Obsidian. Ouchie. All right. Chaos Agent, Mycelic Morphoid, and we're dealing with Equalizer. So everybody's got the same health, right? And yeah, it seems like the damage, Chaos Agent down. Okay, very similar at this stage, same amount of monsters left, but a lot less damage on the water side. And some of it turning into range in the front, which doesn't shoot, right? Unless you're dealing with a what is that? The bow-looking thing that makes you hit close range with your range. I forget the name, but yeah, that was that did not go well for the water team. Max Maka, sorry. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Yeah, Elephantium going through, knocking out the Bootops. This should be an interesting one. Bootops with fire and Elephantium with fire as well. Bootops coming in with the 1 BCX summoner. OMG. Okay. Yeah, that's rough. You're going to be hit with stats that you, and powers that you don't even know exist. Purely because of the difference in BCX. So silver does need you to play with level 4 summoners and monsters that are at a higher level. If you don't do that, you will definitely face hardship in the matches. Okay. This is a Silver League tournament, so you can enter with your 1DC, but if you don't bring your level 4 summoners and monsters also leveled up for the Bronze League, for the Silver League, then you are going to be punished. You're going to be punished by much higher health and damage and speed. Boomburst says he didn't get a buy, and this is no legendary rules. Kind of mess my mind. No, please. Woo, level 1 summoner win. Okay, okay. Well, look, I mean, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. It's not impossible, right? It's not impossible. But you're going to have to really, really pick very, very well for that to happen. And be lucky as well, a little bit. You know, some of the RNG will have to work out your way for that to be the case. And I'm not going to say it never happens, because it does happen. I do find, you know, level 1 BCX decks way beyond where they should be playing. And they do get wins. They don't get over 50%, I think, but they do get wins in the higher ranks. And I'm not sure exactly where they're going to stop, but they do happen. They do happen. All right. Any particular matchups that you'd like me to showcase or talk about? How's everybody's weekend going? What do you think about that Riftwatcher pre-sale sellout? Are you guys happy with how it went? Are you happy with the moves you made? Did you get some cards purchased in the pre-sale that qualify for the promo card? What do you think about the new proposal? They want to include an extra 10% of purchases because they were quick enough. And, you know, even though that may increase the print rate of the promo card, they want to, you know, vote on it in the DAO. What do you think of that? Think that's a good thing? Do you think that's a bad thing? Did you try and buy? Did you buy? I did not buy. Credit says he's got 50 packs only. And did you get in on the pre-sale, or did you buy after the pre-sale? So after 3 minutes, or did you buy immediately within 3 minutes? And 50 packs should guarantee you one promo card. Yes, I made it in the pre-sale. All right, perfect, perfect. That's fantastic, Credits. I'm very happy to hear that. So you guaranteed one regular foil promo card, which is amazing, by the way. I'm really jealous that I was not ready with my funds. I did not think it was going to sell out so quickly. I was planning on doing something, but I was holding back and thinking about it. And then, yeah, it's now too late because it sold out in literally 3 minutes. Actually quicker. 1 minute and 30 seconds to be exact, but you know, no need to be precise. Okay, I got knocked out, says Boomburst. Ooh, a lot of the YGG members are falling left, right, and center. Yeah, well played, guys. Well played. Let's have a look at our first round. All right, so now we've got our list of contestants. Fluidic Motion goes through. SP Jin goes through to the next round. Loser goes through. He's from the Brawlers. The Hell Brawlers. The crowd that hangs with, I suppose her name is Hell, isn't it? The antagonist from one of the Marvel movies with Thor. Yeah, anyway, boring. Let's talk Splinterlands rather. Much more exciting. Elephantium goes through, knocking out Nevermelt Ice, another YGG guild member. Tarab goes through from the Brawlers. Nice. Niflheim, one of the top guilds, I'll have you know, in Splinterlands. Vicious. YGG Blue Flame Boys goes through. Nicampante, Chill and Play. Nicely done, sir. Acid goes through. Kale, Zeke Lol, Angelafia. I'm not sure how to say that. SPL for life, nice. Zylin, Small Circle, Ronnie Boy. Credit 64 goes through. Keith Ray goes through, also from the Niflheim. Foxconn Mars. Okay, Foxconn Mars. Super Cow knocked out in the first round. That should be quite an exciting match. So let's go. Root, I'm through, says Tarab. I'm out too, says Super Cow. We go top 10, says Tarab. Yes, you are a top 10 guild. My own guild are only ranked 17th, so not too far behind. But yeah, the YGG guilds are certainly on the grow, getting bigger and stronger. Super Cow at the bottom, they've both gone death, both with a life leech approach, but it does seem that Foxconn wins out in the end. Okay, we do have a second match to watch for Foxconn and Super Cow. Earth versus the Sloan. Obsidian versus Sloan. Magic versus Ranged. He did bring the supply runner, but the Grund, was it the Grund and the Taunt in the back? Taunt falls very quickly, so it was not the Taunt that was the issue. His tank goes down very quickly. They lose a sneak in the back. Renova down. Decent damage coming out, but not sustained damage. Only short-term damage, because the tank up front, which still stands for the Earth side, is long gone for Sloan. And Sloan goes down due to not having a tank in place. Sorry, sir. Sometimes we cannot damage quick enough. Speed may have helped you. Speed may have saved you there. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, like I often say. Maybe I'm saying it too much sometimes, but it does remain the truth. Fingers crossed, says credits. Fingers crossed credits. Okay, he's voting for credits to do well in the next round. Let's see what does happen. Who will come out on top of our 77 contestants, our entries? Who will be the winners of our prizes? And like I said, guys, please feel free to, if you would like me to lower the level of this tournament, in other words, make both of the weekend challenges bronze league, I can do that, right? I would prefer to keep this one at silver. In fact, I would have liked to take it up to gold, but I think gold may be way too expensive for most people. I want as many people to play as possible. And if silver is too expensive already, let me know. I can make it a bronze if bronze is the better one that you need, because you do need to rent to win tournaments, guys. It is, if you want to be competitive, right? You can play with your own deck, and unless you have a full deck of Chaos Legion cards or something like that, because this is a Chaos Legion and modern reward cards tournament, right? So you can rent a decent silver deck for, I believe, not too much. I've been told it does certainly cost you a couple of hundreds of DC. I'm not sure how much exactly. If it is too much, please let me know. And I will consider to move it down to bronze if that is the majority of people's feelings. I just think the extra abilities and powers we get to play with at a silver level is more interesting. The extra stats is more interesting, even though it may cost a little bit more to rent. Does this tuner? No, it does not. Promo cards are excluded. Only Modern Reward and Chaos Legion cards. I will include Rift Watchers the moment that Rift Watchers becomes selectable, right? Once it becomes an icon that is active in the game, then I'll be able to select it. I will include Rift Watchers cards as well. But I want this to really be like a modern tournament, right? And sadly, I don't consider Untamed and Dice to be modern, because they are on the expensive side of things, when it comes to Splinterlands cards. And some people can afford them, certainly, but it's not everyone that can, where Chaos Legion cards are, still cheap and affordable for most people. And, it's what I consider in my mind to be modern. Rogue often likes to call them Generation Chaos, right? So the people that started playing Splinterlands during the Chaos Legion, time, the release of Chaos Legion and that type of thing, right? The youngest of the Splinterlands players, and not necessarily by age, but youngest in your or duration of play, right? Least amount of play time. The idea here is to make it as affordable as possible for you to participate and do well in this tournament, right? That is the goal here for us holding this tournament. All right, so we've already got a couple of people through. I do believe that's everyone. Let's have a look. We are in our next round. Luis versus Fluidic Motion, Credit 64 versus Nick Ampante, Edit Yukas versus Elephantium, Bad Pixie versus Hiken 91, Javi, Zeke Lol, Edge, Small Circle, Acidosis, Ronnie Boy, Foxconn versus Xianlin, Loser versus Splintertonk, Ben versus Tom Riddle. Lots of names I'm recognizing, right? I'm just going through them quickly. Zepper versus Vicious, Angelafina versus Splinterlands for Life, I'm assuming, SPL for Life. Tarab versus Mirage, Kael versus SP Jin, Igor Pret versus Amari, and Keith Ray versus Odasser. Auto Acer. Okay, nice. Good luck, guys. I hope you do well. We are in our, I believe, top 32 or something like that. It's still round 3. There is round 4, round 5, round semifinals, and the finals still to go. So, we are still early in our tournament. Early days. Let's watch a game or two. Fluidic Motion, always interesting to watch. Louise versus Fluidic Motion on the Earth side of things. Axe Master in play. Taunt in the back. Centaur Mage. Wonderful. Exciting times. Earthquake making quick work of any characters not flying, of course. And the water does seem to have an abundance of not flying monsters. The question is, which team can survive? And it's actually become quite clear. Earth is, of course, the survivor, having flyers that haven't been damaged by the earthquake. Nicely done. Elephantium versus Edit Yukas. Dragon versus Obsidian with the water neutral mix. Interesting. Also, interesting mix of damage on the other side. Not all magic, but some ranged in the mix. We're dealing with a keep your distance battle and the close range. That's the ability I couldn't think of earlier. Close range. Axemaster is always doing work in the back. Blast damage from the tower. Doing a little bit of work, but it not quite enough. Not quite enough. And Obsidian goes down. Elephantium walks away victorious with a victory. Yeah. Did we run out of DC since there is 245 for the 11th and 14th? It goes down. It goes down. So there is. So let's have a look. Taking a moment to load. I may need to refresh. Let's go here. All right, so the first position is 2000 DEC plus a Chaos Legion pack. The second, 1500 DEC plus Chaos Legion pack. Third, 1-2, and then 750, and then 500 for 5 to 10. 11 to 14, 245. 15 is 500. Every fifth position gets a 500, right? So you're lucky if you're on a number 5 position. And then in between that, you know, there are higher numbers and then there are lower numbers as you go higher and higher, right? Up to 50. 50 is the last reward we give for. But, you know, you do get some DEC back for everybody up to 50th position, all right? And if you're lucky enough, you end up on a number that is a 500, right? So every fifth is a 500. Yeah, it's more to generate fun and community, Elephantium. That's really the goal here for us. You know, we want to build a strong community. And this is a little way that we can give back and bring some fun to perhaps some of our players that are not as experienced in this game as and that doesn't mean that there will not be veterans that enter here, right? You are going to go up against strong players, right? So you do need to come prepared with a good deck. Okay, I'm going to have to refresh here. I don't know what happened, but something's bombed out. I'm going to take a sip of tea. Ah, that was good. Refreshed throat. All right, so we're not in round 4 yet. Round 3 is still going on. Keith Ray has passed on to the next round. Amari, Kale, SPL for Life, Tom Riddle, Loser, Xian Lin, Acidosis, Small Circle, JV, Elephantium, Credits, and Fluidic Motion. We are still waiting for some games to play out. Good luck to those guys. How are you finding your earnings? What sites are you using to look at your end of season chests? Or, you know, do you take your entire season into consideration when you think about your earnings? Or do you only remember your last one, which may be a poor one, right? Do you look at your season earnings across the whole season, or do you only look at it by pool? So per daily focus, those chests together. You look on Splinter Share, all right? So Splinter Cards, Splinter Share, right. And I like Splinter Share. It is decent. But you need to make sure that you're looking at the one that's the summary for your month, right? Because that adds up. That adds up your total package, right? Everything that you've earned over the month of September. Um, if you just interpret this one, the daily, right? You know, it looks very, very low here, 5 cents, right? Which is pathetic. And sometimes you do get pulls like that, right? But if you look at it over the month, $26 for playing a game, and that's current value. That's not, I haven't opened these packs. These potions have not been used yet, right? So there's even more possible value. This $26 includes 4 packs that are currently selling for $2 something, right? So very low in value, right? The rest is all in the cards or the SPS, 183 SPS, which is decent in my opinion. And I know there's some of you out there who may be used to way more, playing up in Diamond or Champion, but for a gold player, I think that's a fairly decent pool per season, right? Because in September, we only have one season so far. Okay, so let's see. Lots of chat happening I'm missing out on. Good luck, Elephantium. Thank you. I kind of cheated in the first round versus Never Melt Ice. I went and rented a dragon summoner for one of the battles because I forgot we can't use Quicks. Quicks is a legendary, so yeah, he will be excluded, sadly. Splinter Share. I wish I had rented that dragon. Otto Acer, are you Never Melt Ice? No, he is not. But I did lose to that summoner twice. I did not do well, says Boomburst. It cost 5 DC or something, so very worth it. Yeah, I mean, for a silver deck, I don't think it is too expensive to rent some summoners, right? And some monsters to go with those summoners. You just got to make sure that you set your levels at the right level for bronze. So summoner is level 4. That's if it's a rare summoner. If it's a legendary summoner, it'll be a different level. And they may cost way more. Also, don't rent legendaries because you can't use legendaries. So don't waste your money on Jodens. They can't be used here. They are excluded specifically because they are on the more expensive side. I try and keep it to the cheapest cards. That's kind of my goal here. And if I'm not achieving that, please let me know. If there are other things that I can do to help you, please let me know. It's okay, Boomburst, no stress. I'm sorry that you fell out of the tournament. Maybe next time will be your time. All right, so we have officially started with our round 4, and we are now in our top 16, right? So as we named them before, here they are. Your top of the list for today, we still have YGG members, quite a few YGG members in the running. And from fighting Eleni, Amari, right? One of our newest guilds to join the YGG family. Also in the running for a top spot in our tournament. Okay, let's grab some games to watch. Let's start here with Acidosis versus Hyken. Death versus Obsidian from the Earth side. bling bling in the gold foils. Let's see if those gold foils bring him a win. Or is it just up to who's got the best team, and gold foils does not come into play? Gold foils don't matter, or do they? Okay. Death is too much. Death is too much. Acidosis takes the win. Very nicely done. Tom Riddle going through in 2 matches. Wow, a back-to-back. Earth versus Earth. Nicely done. Okay, some neutrals in the mix. No magic, no magic. Little League with the poison. Interesting. All right. A little bit of magic. 1 magic monster from each side, but really not many to play with. Possibly due to the Earth side having lots of legendaries in the magic side of things, thinking Queen Mycelia and that type of thing, right? Okay. Close match. Healing from the Zenith Monk coming in clutch there. Tom Riddle takes the win. Nicely done. Yeah, that happens quite often. I'm talking about one thing and talking about a match, and then not really paying attention to chat because I can't do 2 things at once. I'm just built that way. I need to focus on one thing and then focus on another. I love it when chat goes off. Exactly that. I forgot to rent. Oh, GG. Happens every time. I almost cheated again and rented Sloan, but I decided not to this time and still made it through. We play on ladder too, right? Yes, we do. Often. I'm gold, diamond, modern. Too much poison in the second round, says Tarab. Peanuts, overslept again. Well, he can't always show up. It is hard for the Americans to show up at this time. By design, right? I picked this time because it is a good time for Asians and it is a good time for European members. That is why I chose this time to stream. The other time slot, which is ideal for American viewers and sometimes for Asian viewers, it is not ideal for European users. So this slot is specifically targeted towards the other side of our planet so that more participants can take part in the YGG experience, the weekend challenge, our tournaments, and get to know some of our members, and it sometimes will only be me, and sometimes there will be more, like Peanut has joined me, or Hellraven rather, as his name is in the guild. Elephantium says he only plays in silver and gold in end of season. Okay. Boomburst only plays silver and gold. Elephantium plays gold and diamond. So yeah, but I'm sure that you have crossed paths, especially after a season reset. It's very, very possible to run into each other as you start to climb, and perhaps even at the end of the season as well. Or probably not. No, he would be in diamond, and the other one would be in gold. So I think it's just at the start of the season where that can possibly happen. Elephantium says maybe internal tournaments. I remember that name and I really like it. Everyone got past me, so maybe. GG Tarab, you got me. Ooh, says credits. Gotten by the Tarab. Let's have a look. Tarab versus credits. Where is it? Here it is. So Credits takes the fire and Tarab takes the obsidian. Ooh, going bold with the Mycelic infantry only. The one-man army. He can take on everyone. He is the barbarian destroyer. And guess what? He does come out on top. No, he doesn't. Tarab loses the first game to Credits. The one-man army was not strong enough. Okay. So it goes to match 2 and 3. They both go with the death lineup. Anti-magic summoners. A little bit of magic in the mix on both sides. The Zenith Monk up front versus the Rift Wing on the other side. The Life Leech kicking in. Riftwing in the back on the opposing side. I didn't even notice that, but well played, well played. It does, however, appear that the damage from Credit's death side is not making an impact, or not enough of an impact. That Soul Strangler really doing some work in the back there. Poison hitting, which is always helpful. Now only one source of damage left, and Riftwing in the back doing nothing except still distracting the Uraeus. But it's only a matter of time, and it does fall eventually. Tarab walks out the winner for that one. Nicely played, sir. And the final match between Tarab and Credits, another death lineup. This time, slightly different team sent to the front. Very similar. They've both gone with the Phantasm in the front. Magic on Tarab's side and Zenith Archer and Riftwing on the other. Did not go so well for the Zenith Archer side, and Tarab does walk away victorious. Well played. We are officially in our 5th round, and that does mean that we have our top 8. Amari, Small Circle, Acidosis, Zephyr, Elephantium, Tom Riddle, Tarab, and Keith Ray. Congratulations, guys. You've made it this far. I hope that the best player wins. Tarab says he had luck. Tarab says, GG, mate. And I got Tom Riddle. I'm scared now. The repair MVP. Sure, a repair can sometimes mean the difference between a tank falling and a tank surviving. Or one of your monsters, perhaps, because it is random. He doesn't always go, well, he goes for the one that has the most damage, right? But it's not always your tank. It may be one of your other monsters. And, when that happens, the repair goes somewhere unexpected. And sometimes helps and sometimes doesn't help. It is all random. It is all random. That's the beautiful part about this game. There is lots of randomness as well. Everything is not always the same. So thanks for joining us, guys. Any questions you may have about Splinterlands or YGG or the tournament, please feel free to ask. We like to participate here, talk. Are you guys thinking about buying some Riftwatcher packs? Are you still buying Chaos Legion packs, perhaps, because both of those, you know, if we look at the shop, the Chaos Legion packs, we're 40,000 packs away from Jessic, and for the Rift Watchers, okay, we can't buy yet. I think we'll only be able to buy once the live, and I'm not sure when that is, but it's soon. It can't be too long, a week or two max, I think, and then we'll be able to purchase more. But yeah, remember, only 3 million available, right? And 652,000 of them are gone already. So that's not too many that's left. Elephantium says, I considered flipping 110 CL packs to get more AD points, but scared I can't get some DC amount back, as I think DC will go up this week. It's possible. It's possible. Look, with TD and some other things going live soon, you know, there is lots of syncs happening for DC, and when the currency gets used, it does go up, like you saw with SPS, right? When it was purchased for buying the Rift Watchers packs, suddenly it spiked, right? Because there was demand for the coin, and the price went up accordingly. Same will happen for the DEC. Simple economics, supply and demand. That's one factor. There are other factors as well, of course. GG Tom says Elephantium. All right, let's have a look. Tom and Elephantium. Good matchup. Very strong players in both cases. So Earth versus Earth. You often see these mirror matches with these really strong players. Okay. Not sure why that crashed, but let's try again. Too many clicks, perhaps. The system can sometimes be very fragile. Grum on the one side, Mycelic Infantry on the other. Lots of magic in the mix on both sides. And also the Mercenary on the Elephantium side. Taunt down in both cases. Grand Falls, secondary tank in position. Yeah, and Elephantium walks away the victor of the first matchup. The question is, who walks away with the others? Elephantium. So again with a mirror. White, blue versus blue. Water, Kalia versus Kalia. Demon Shark versus Demon Shark. All the usual suspects. Axemaster on the Elephantium side. Tom Riddle does not have the Axemaster. He does have the Supply Runner though. So speed versus the double strike. Let's see who comes out on top. The rest of the team is very similar, except for a Deep Lurker on Tom Riddle's side. And I think the Deep Lurker may be the difference maker in this one. That is such an OP card. And watch it lose now. But I do think it will come out on top. That is where my money is on the Deep Lurker. And that triage, of course, right? So the triage was healing the taunt in the back and keeping him up longer than the bottom side. And I think that along with the Deep Lurker, was the difference maker in the end. Well played, Tom Riddle. Nicely done. That triage is nice. Cannot be denied. Too many jumps. Okay, and the last matchup between Tom Riddle and Elephantium. This time, not a mirror match. Death versus the Earth, Obsidian. Okay, small tank versus big tank, and a little bit of magical backup. The question is, who walks away the victor? I think some people already know, as I've spoiled it numerous times, even though I'm not trying to. Although they did recently tease that the live tournament button should be available soon. But anyway, Elephantium does take away the win. The Death team takes the win. And we are officially in our semi-finals. Elephantium versus Keith Ray, YGG versus YGG versus Amari, also from the YGG. Wow, the YGG representing today. Well played, fellow guildmates. Excellent. Shards of Sats. Zephyr in our last semi-final position. Congratulations to you guys. Death is one of my favorite splinters. I cannot deny. I really like the Death team. And Elephantium says, no, I don't play Demon Shark. I should have brought Mer Damphir. That may have been a different maker, yes. Max Maka, I think mine is rented out and I didn't have any incoming rentals when I set that. Ooh, some conversation going on I'm not aware of. Apologies. GG Tom, I think mine is rented out and I didn't have any incoming rentals. Okay, all right. Good luck, carry the Niflheim banner forward, says Tarab. All right, for sure. Keith Ray is representing. We also have the Dragons represented in Elephantium, and our newest guild, the Eleni fighting Eleni. So, who do you guys think is going to walk away the winner? Which matchups do you want to see first? Okay. Let's see. Sounds like there's a match ready to be played. There is indeed. All right, so let's have a look. Water versus water. Venari Wavesmith versus the Gargoyle Lion. Triage in the back. Narissa Tridon in the bottom. Okay, let's see. Let's see who takes the win here. You know, even though the Narissa doesn't have any abilities, she is a beast. Her stats are just so big that, you know, that alone makes her a card worth to have. Even though she doesn't get any abilities, even though you max it out to the full level, but she does, you know, at max level, she gets like 5 damage, 5 magic damage. Here she falls. She does not take the win. It comes down to randomness in the end. They were equal monsters, and RNG went to Elephantium. Anyone could have taken it there in the end, but well played. That was a really good matchup, guys. A match for Amari and Zephyr, both with the Death Squad. Trusty Wendiku in the front, Shavi at the top, Necrosi, Revealer, and Venari Spellsmith, of course, for the Amplify, right? There is, of course, another monster that gives Amplify in the Death team, and that's the Weirding Warrior. You do need to level it up slightly to get there. And I do believe in silver it has it, in bronze it does not. It may be gold level. I forget exactly which level it gets the amplify. But the amplify doing work from the Venari Spellsmith on the bottom side, and Zephyr taking the first win. Nicely done. Okay, our second game for Elephantium and Keith Ray. Again with the Death Squad. Wendiku versus Wendiku. Snitch in the second position. Sandworm, Supply Runner on top. Riftwing in the back. Damphir Stalker, Bonesmith, both cases. Life Sapper, both cases. All right. Interesting lineup. Let's see who takes the win here. That top damage and going first took down that Wendiku so quickly. Didn't even have a chance to do anything. So that's the speed buff coming through from the Supply Runner. That first hit advantage, right? Really kicking in there from the tank all the way to the back. Now for the first time, I think he would have done better had he placed the Riftwing in the first position to generate some misses, like it just did in the end there now. But at that stage, his team would have had a chance to, also lay down some damage, which didn't happen. Because his tank went down. Third match already played. This time, again, with the mirror match, the Obsidian versus Obsidian, Mercenary in the front, both cases, Taunt in the secondary tank position on top. So magic in the mix on both sides. Earthquake also in the mix. Secondary tank coming into position in the form of the Zenith Monk, and I think that may just be enough to get him there. That secondary tank doing work. Falling still, but does survive long enough for the opposing team to have a stronger stat in the front that survives a little bit longer and takes the win. Well played. So we have Zephyr and Elephantium in our final. Congratulations, guys. Congrats to our winners of the third and fourth place. At least we agree on what splinters to play every time. Well, you see, this is what happens at the top, right? Once you reach the top, you start, competing versus the stronger players. And the stronger players tend to pick the same type of lineups because they know what wins, right? So it just goes to show the level of competition here. It is quite fierce. So let's see, have we got a match yet? No matches yet. But yeah, certainly, congratulations, guys, on reaching this level. And congratulations to everybody participating. I hope you find yourself in a lucky position that is one of our 5 places, and you get at least a 500 DEC back. There are many winners here today, some with a little bit less, some with a little bit more. We try and give to as many people as possible. But this is a challenge that happens every weekend, and it's only 1 DEC to enter. So tell your friends, share, rent a silver deck, or come to the Bronze League one and rent a bronze deck, right? Whichever one you can participate in, that doesn't cost you too much. come and join us. The Bronze League tournament happening tomorrow is exactly the same format. The only difference is it is a Bronze League 1. Okay, let's see. Any games? No games yet. They are holding secrets. They are holding secrets. Slow picks, methodical, making sure to pick the right thing. So, any questions from the audience? Anything you would like to discuss or talk about? What are your guys' thoughts on the Riftwatcher rare summoners? Which one's your favorite? Which one are you the most excited about? Epic. You are correct. They are epic. I'm saying rare, and I'm thinking epic in my mind. But they are the purple. They are the purple color, which means they are epic. And which one is your favorite though? Which one do you think is going to make the biggest difference in their splinters? Which one do you want first? Which one do you buy first? I'm certainly going to be looking for them on the market once they go onto the market, right? So Elephantium with the Dragon Kretsch and Zephyr with the Thaddeus on the death side. So Dragon with the Life Squad and the Infiltrator, Damphir Infiltrator. Interesting. Chaos Agent goes down on the back. Tank goes down on the Elephantium side, top side. Things not looking good for Elephantium. Zephyr takes the win, the first win of our match, our final round. This is a best of 5, so we'll at least see 3. We may see more than that if it is a little bit of a, toss up between these two of who takes the crown. But we do know they are the top 2 of the day. So yes, congratulations in that respect. Boomber says he wants Dragon, Water, and Death. I want Dragon, Water, and Death too. Yes, those are the first ones I will be buying for sure. Most excited about them. But yes, I do also agree with Odo Acer. They all look good. I think Fernhard could be a real terror in bronze and silver. I agree. Especially because there are so many underutilized ranged characters in the modern set, in the Earth Squad, or in the neutral squad that can be combined with the Earth Squad, right? That has a lot of potential. Think about Isa the Fanged, right? The legendary, great ranged card. She has stun at the higher levels, but right now not being used because there isn't really a summoner that gives her a little bit of benefit. Now that 1 health, extra health, is great for scavenge creatures, right? Because it makes them a little bit better to survive, and close range works. Techie, hey, hi, yes, it is me. Hello, sir. This is the weekend challenge, the YGG weekend challenge. We have 2 of these every weekend. There's a tournament that you can enter, and there's also prizes to be won in the form of DC, or if you get to the number 1 or number 2 spot, you can also earn a Chaos Legion pack. Sometimes there are other giveaways as well, but when it's only me, then there is not so many giveaways. There is the tournament giveaways, but there aren't any extras like on the on tomorrow's event. Tomorrow's event usually has some extras for certain for some lucky audience members, and also for the highest YGG placement in the tournament. They don't even need to win, they just need to be the highest YGG member. And Elephantium already would have qualified for that prize had I have one, if I had one. Unfortunately, I don't have one today, but maybe next time, I hope so. Let's see, have we got another match? We do indeed. Elephantium versus Zephyr. Water versus water once again. Axemaster on top. Wavesmith, Wavebrood in the front. Blast rule set and close, no melee monsters. So yeah, that's why we're seeing a little bit of a different lineup than usual. The question is, which one comes out on top? Things are not looking good for the Zephyr side. Secondary tank goes down. Range starting to fall into the first position, unable to do damage, and things change quickly. Zephyr goes down. Axemaster walks away with the win. And that Narissa Tridon I was talking about earlier, right? Such a great card. Such a great card. If I win this, it'll be the first SPL tourney I have ever won. Ah, okay. Well, good luck, sir. I hope you win this one. I hope you win this one. So we have fire versus fire. We have the Forsaken one on top and on bottom, but we have a mix-up with a tank in the form of Tennis Striker in the front. Interesting, interesting. So now Forgotten One left, obviously dealing with poison, and with a little bit of luck, Elephantium walks away with the win there. You know, RNG is part of the game, and sometimes it does roll in your favor, and you get to go first. And that's what happened, and he walked away with the win. So, Max Maka, wow, indeed. Sometimes things just work out for you, man. It's a roll of the dice, the RNG. And the Zephyr walks away with the win here. Easy peasy. Death comes out on top. Wendiku takes the win. We're going to a fifth and a final match between these two monsters, titans, kings of the game. It's going to round 5. Well played, contestants. This is exciting things to watch. Techie, what do you think? Who's going to take the win? Good job. I'm rooting for Elephantium. I'm sure all YGG members are rooting for Elephantium, but there are also people on the, what is his guild name? On the Shards and Sats side for Zephyr, that's cheering him on, wanting him to win. I upvote Elephantium, says Techie. Okay, so you're putting your money on Elephantium. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's see. Who takes the win? Who takes the win? It is not available yet. We are waiting in suspense. Boomburst, go with the prediction game on the final. Go practice. All right. Today, maybe I will go with the stream. Yeah, your stream is today, right? A little bit later, Max Marker. And don't forget to on Wednesday. Okay, it's Wednesday. If you don't know where to get this symbol, right? Just shout. I'll send it to you, and then you can use it as well. You need to have this up here to earn for the Gap Quest. Yeah, that's cool. Not really something we should be discussing live. I agree. All right, let's see. Have we got another win? We don't yet. We don't yet. We're still waiting for a game. Come on, guys. Show us the money. We got it. We got it. Here we go. It is a Sloan versus Sloan matchup. All right. Let's see. Chaos Knight versus the Chaos Knight. Ooh, suspense. Not exactly the same teams, but, rangy in both cases. Let's see. Who takes the win? Is it the Zephyr or is it the Elephantium? All down to this match. It is a tightrope. Who is it going to be? That is the question. Ooh, things are not looking good for the Zephyr. And the Elephantium walks out, the victor of today's tournament. Congratulations, Elephantium. You are number one. You are the winner for our third weekend challenge. Thank you, guys. It was awesome to have you here in the crowd. Thank you for joining me live here for our tournament. And join us here next weekend, same time, same place. It's only about an hour and 30 minutes long, and then the tournament's finished. We style it the way we style it, so it is a quick, short session. It's not a long, drawn-out tournament. Have fun, guys. It was awesome to have you here, and join us tomorrow for the Bronze League tournament at a different time slot. Make sure to check out. It's when the tournament starts, right? That's when we will go live, and we will be here on this channel as well as some of our other channels as well. The ZZ Hunters channel, but you can join us on many of our YGG channels. And have a great weekend. Enjoy your Splinterlands gaming, and for the winners of the packs, it may take a day or two for you to get that pack, right? But the packs will come, right? Thank you, everyone, and the more the merrier. I am out of here. Cheers, guys.